What's going on, YouTube family? How are we doing? I hope you've all had an incredible week. Welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be covering, are prop firms finished? It's a question I get asked a hell of a lot. After last week's video, you know, the mini kind of vlog, sharing the trade that I took and then going into something, I figured I'd try and roll with that format. A lot of you seem to like it. So I'm going to drop a trade recap that I took this week, and then we will get into the main part of the video. So if we look at GU, 4 hour, obviously we've, again, wiped out all these lows. I think it's the lowest GU's been since like 1970 or something. So we've made new lows. This low's failed to create anything as of yet. We did just miss this range. So we could still see a pullback. And of course the extreme is always valid, even though it is weak. So this could be the liquidity. We could run this and then we could see higher prices. Dropping to the 15, coming into session. Obviously saw that this is structural liquidity. This actually did something. You know, it took out this. Since that, obviously, London opens, we take out and induce these lows where, again, people might be looking to buy from. We're like looking under that. So always looking under or above liquidity, looking for what can be swept. And it needs to be proper liquidity. You know, people might ask about stuff like this. This is just internal to this leg. So it's more looking for the structural points and then going from there. So once we run this, we run into this POI, the sell to buy wicks. So I drop to the 1M. I can see that if I just make this a little bit bigger. There's not much volume today as well. Obviously, it is the Queen's funeral, so it is a bank holiday, and therefore the market may just be a bit slow. But again, the amount of times I've not traded a bank holiday and there's been something great, so it's worth doing. It's my routine, so I figured I'd check it out. So obviously, we also had this. But essentially, here you can pretty much see early buyers getting into the market after we took out those equal lows. We then come into this POI here, and for me, I basically entered here. Might look a bit weird, but what happened was it mitigated this. I didn't see this as a bullish close. This one was, but my stop, I was like, I'll wait, see what happens. Pulled back a little bit, and I basically got filled here. And then obviously target was minimum 1 to 5. This is very counter trend, so I'm not going to hold this to the moon or anything, because like I say, it could just be a reaction point. You could have taken profits once it takes this out, which was, I think, like 1 to 4, give or take. However, it did wick down just before taking me out, and then obviously it ran. This would have been a break even for me. I would have probably more than likely gone BE here. So this would have been a BE. It turned out to be a loss. And that's you know, it is what it is. It happens sometimes, especially when you're trying to play intraday stuff. I'm aware that I'm very counter trend, but I'm playing more like liquidity point to liquidity point, playing the inducement zones, and that fit the plan. So I'm happy to take that L. A little bit frustrating, of course, you know, when you get wicked down like that and then it goes in your favour. Natural instinct is I'm going to hit it again. But I didn't. I was like, look, it's a valid loss. We take the loss on the chin. We come back tomorrow. After that, not a lot happened for me. We swept this high, realigned, and we went short. And we're continuing that short descent. We're now in the extreme. So whether that holds or not, we'll see. But like I say, I do think that this 4 hour low could genuinely fail before we see higher prices. So yeah, that sums up that. Hopefully there's some value there. As always, just being honest, transparent. Took a loss. Loss is a part of the game. It is what it is. Do you know what I mean? You can't win everything, but at the same time, if you follow this system and probabilities over a period of trades, then you will be consistent. But the problem is 9 times out of 10 is people will take the L, not be happy they took the L, and then they will automatically want to go and hunt for a new way to not take the L. I don't give a shit. It fit the plan. We move. If you like that kind of stuff, like I say, let me know. I'll continue to do more of them. I'll continue to try and drop little bits and bobs here and there. I know it helps people, so I've got no problem doing it in that shorter form content. Anyway, the main part of the video today is, are prop firms finished? Now, this is a question I get asked quite a lot. Are they finished? Are they going to disappear? Will there be regulations? Will they be around forever? And I think we need to dig into that a little bit further, right? Rather than focusing on, will prop firms be here forever? Or will my edge work forever? You should spend that time focusing on your craft and perfecting the skills that you're putting in place to develop as a trader, right? Because if we focus on what if, we never know truly what's going to happen. How many times, for example, have you spent worrying over a matter, an event, a subject, a lesson, a job interview, a relationship, a date, whatever it may be, you've stressed over that thing, and the ultimate worry that you had never even came to see the day of light because it didn't happen. I have a list full of things that I've stressed over that never even happened in my life, and a lot of the time you have to remember, we can't physically control it, so why are we giving all our time to it? That's how you've got to look at it nowadays. Is it worth your time? Does it benefit you in any way worrying over these things? If they get regulated, they get regulated. We move forward. We figure out new ways to do what we do. Prop firms are giving people an incredible opportunity to trade larger capital and make larger money. That is incredible. And I truly believe they're changing the game in terms of, for myself and for other people that I know that have not got the capital, such as 6 figures, to put up, to trade, to make money from. They give you that chance at the cost of £450. Now for me, as I've said before, I'm a big advocate and I favour FTMO, mainly because I've been with them for the longest, they've been around the longest, they're the most established, they have a lot more to lose if they were to try and do you over. Having said that, there are some incredible other prop firms out there that I have been suggested that I may look into in the future, because why not? You can never have enough accounts, right? They're competing with one another nowadays, so it'll be I give you more profit split, or I give you less profit to hit, or I give you more days, or I give you this, or I give you that. Everyone's got their own perks. The most important thing is do your research and ensure that you can actually get paid from them. And there's proof of them paying people. If you had 6 figures, you could click withdraw and withdraw the lot. You can't do that with prop firms. So please remember, don't get caught up in the I'm a 6-figure trader. I've done it myself, and you kind of trick yourself into thinking you're managing hundreds of thousands when in reality you're managing a portion of that of 10K. It's very important that you don't get drawn into that, oh my God, I need to be a funded trader this, funded trader that. It's simply a tool. I've said it in so many videos. It's a tool for us to use. All the while they're here, I will use them, and I will continue to use them day in, day out until the day where they're no longer here. If that ever even happens. As far as I'm aware, the way they're going, the way the business model works, I can't see why they would disappear. If one day they weren't making any money, then maybe they would shut down. But for them to not make money means every trader has to become consistent. And when you look at the results of the people that pass a challenge, a verification, and then get a payout, the ratio is so small in terms of those who actually get a payout and get their money back. They're not going anywhere. No way are they going anywhere. No matter what happens, for now, unless some kind of legal restrictions come in, I can't see them disappearing. So please stop worrying about that. Please stop spending the time and energy on, is it going to disappear? Oh my God, do I need to rush into a challenge now? Oh shit, I'm not ready to trade yet. I'm not quite in the position. I'm not quite comfortable, but I need to get a challenge in case they disappear. I'll fluke it. I'll be fine. Trust me, you won't. All you're going to do is fuck your head up even more. You're going to put yourself in a deeper hole. For me, if you can't trade £1,000 of your own money, you shouldn't even be going and entertaining prop firms. You have to also remember, prop firms make us believe that we have to hit 10% every single month. And from data, not many people are hitting it every single month in, month out on prop firms. And it's okay to some months get the live account, hit 4%, hit 3%, hit 5%, hit 6%. If you're doing that every fortnight, it's going to accumulate pretty fast. And if you do have 4 accounts fully funded or more, it's going to really, really grow to the point you don't need to physically make 10% every month. But unfortunately, this facade of you need to make it because that's the only way you can pass makes you have an expectation that every month you should be hitting 10%. Now, while that's very possible and it's nice, understand some months can be drawdown months. And the problem with funded accounts is they don't really allow for that, because if you go into drawdown on a challenge or a verification and you don't get it back within the month, you get told you've failed, you've lost your money, and you're like, oh my God, I'm a failure. You're not a failure. Being in drawdown is normal, right? But prop firms don't normalise that. So again, if you're someone who's just coming into the industry, you joined a community, you've got some education, you're like, prop firm, let's go. It's naturally taught you that you can't ever be in drawdown, bro, or you're a failure, which is completely wrong again. You shouldn't allow them to govern you. They're simply a tool which, used right, can open up many, many doors from the profits from the prop firm accounts, put the money into the personal, so that if they were to ever disappear, they were to switch off the lights one day and they're gone, you're not like, shit, I had no money left, I thought they were going to be here forever, oh my God. You're like, oh, that's all right, I got a personal here, I'm good. Because the key for everyone should be get a personal to a size of a prop firm account that you're managing your own 6 figures plus, and then truly scale and grow and compound that with no rules, with no, you can't do this, you can't do that. You can withdraw when you want, you can do as you please. But understand, if you want to trade prop firms, you can't then moan about their rules, you can't then moan about their spread, or moan about this, or moan about that, based on the fact that that's their rules. And if you want to partake in their company, you have to follow their rules. They're giving you a great opportunity. So again, if you have to adapt your style a little bit, if you have to dial back on some things, do it, because it's beneficial to you. You just have to be disciplined a lot more than a personal account. A personal account, you could go 20-30% in drawdown, and over the next month you could recover it all, you're all good. On a prop firm account, you can't do that. So bear in mind, you need to have an edge that works, that doesn't go into 20-30% drawdown. My advice would be risk 0.5%. I did a little poll on Twitter. People gave me their insights, which is very similar to what I thought it would be. 0.5% is the most common. Essentially, it gives you 20 trades on FTMO before you would completely blow the account up. And as long as you're not violating sort of 10 a day, you won't hit the max daily loss. So you should be all good. Risking that, it's enough to pass in a couple of good trades, but it's also enough to not blow it up. Just to touch on, people also ask about worrying about, oh, will this style of trading disappear? What if it doesn't work anymore? What if the markets clock onto us and the BFIs know that, that Alb guy, man, he's got his stop there. They don't give a shit. But if that ever was to happen, look, we've already found and made an edge in the market, right? So you can just go and find and make a new edge. It happens. Again, we have to adapt, we have to evolve, we have to grow. So I wouldn't also spend your time worrying about that. Again, what I would do is put the time and effort into getting your edge, taking your edge live, getting the results from that edge. And then if in a year or 2 years or 3 years or 5 years or never, something comes along where your edge doesn't work anymore or prop firms have shut down, you haven't given the last 5 years worrying about it that's probably held you back. You've gone, cool, well, I thought this could happen. It's a possibility, as with anything, just like a fucking comet could hit the earth and we're all like, laters, right? At the same time, that could happen with prop firms. That could happen with trading in general. Who knows what's to come, right? But rather than trying to guess what's coming in the future, be present. Focus on being present now and use the time that you have now, the understanding, the knowledge, the surroundings, the opportunity. Use it to your advantage rather than stressing what if, because the truth is we never know what's coming. We never know what if next. So yeah, that would be my advice on that. Like I say, sorry I don't have more of a pinpoint definite answer of no, they'll never go, but I'm not the inside man. I don't know those things. Use the opportunity we have and let's fucking make some money. If you do like this video and you like my content, please do me a favor, hit the subscribe button. There's about 40% of you that watch my videos every week and you're not subscribed. Don't know why. If you could hit the button, it takes seconds. You could have done it by now and now. And yeah, hope you all have an incredible rest of your week and I will catch you on Sunday for the next video. Peace and love, gang.